We're recording. Happy to be back. Hello, 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 everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. First, a word from our sponsors. Yeah, I don't have any sponsors. Nice for you to stick around. Oh my god, I hate that. I must have made a horrible sound. Cool. Hi. Are you ready for another episode of Cauliflower Philosophy? Ha. Guys, I something came up in my Instagram feed, and actually it came up a little while ago. It was Gabi Garcia versus Craig Jones. Gabi Garcia versus Craig Jones. I think this is the first time that they're going to have like this different gender uh, competition where a man and a woman face each other. It's interesting. It's not going to be. I was hoping it's going to be on flow grappling with them. I have flow grappling open here, and no news about it. They're like, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole, and I get it. They're all about. Speaking of flow grappling, you guys need to step up your game, man. Really, you guys need to. You're fun, but you can do better. I believe in you guys. What I wanted to discuss is Gabi versus Craig. Who do you guys got? Who you guys think is going to win? Who do you guys think is going to what's going to happen? Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be a long thing? They're going to do it privately. They're going to do it in their in Gabi's gym at Gabi's gym, and Craig's going to go over there. They're going to stream it. No, no, this is interesting. It's interesting to see to put a man versus a woman in jiu-jitsu, especially. We all know that the level, just the technique makes the gap of the man strength and man muscle build and biological build of a man smaller. I'd say it reduces the gap in strength through technique that a woman would have. But then again, I mean, Gabi is a formidable human being. I mean, she is very strong. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff out there that could happen and couldn't happen. So let me know what you think. I'm very interested. I'm gonna go on about this specific topic. So, of course, I have to give a disclaimer first before people get offended at me, and that is I don't care. Mostly, I'm gonna say whatever I think is right. If I offend anybody, so be it. I guess. I mean, I get offended on a daily basis, and there's nobody coming up to me and going like, "I'm sorry." Nah, I'm joking, guys. This is not no intent of offending anybody. I want to talk about a man versus a woman in jiu-jitsu, and especially two high-level people. Okay, Gabi is what comes to mind if you say an Amazon. That is a strong woman and very impressive physique. She is multiple time world champion. On top of that, she has a history and she comes from a very reputable school. I mean, Alianza, it's very reputable. She has been fighting since forever. And all the work that she's done to transform herself and be what she is right now is wow, amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And she you can't just say like she's going to lose because she's a girl or something like that. That is absolutely not. She's a fighter, and she is amazing. I mean, I've been watching her fight since forever, and she went into MMA at a certain point, and that might. I'm not gonna go into that because that might have been a wrong thing because they put her up against an old Japanese woman, and I think something got lost into translation. Like they translated to the old Japanese woman, this is gonna be a fun little thing, and it wasn't. It was attempted suicide, murder, something. It was bad to look at. But that aside, all her career in fighting is just beautiful. And on the other hand, we have Craig Jones, which is the unfortunate and unholy union of Crocodile Dundee and I'd say a sketchy kangaroo. He comes, and okay, I'm saying that, but I actually do. I like Craig. I love Craig. Craig is a fun guy. He's fun to look at, and he's fun. He's a fun grappler. He's a cool, fun to watch and stuff like that. And I really like him. Not in 100% like behind everything he does and says, but I am very, very, very fond of his game, and I'm very, very fond of his uh, demeanor. And overall, he doesn't seem like to be a person that does this for the joke. He really takes it seriously, his competition stuff, and I'd say it's going to be very, very fun. I mean, you could say like, yeah, but he has been doing no gi for longer, and it's probably going to be a no gi match, and the rule sets are going to be just no time limit, sub only. That's it. And I love that Gabi says you make up the rules and whatever you want, and that's how it should be. Oh, Flow Grappling won't do it. Flow Grappling won't show it. I don't care. We'll stream it online. And if I can, I've been asking. I will send a message soon, asking if I can stream it too. That will be a lot of fun. Like be the commentating part on this. Oh, it will be ah, incredible. Outside of that, I burped. It's good. I've been eating too much lately. No, not too much, too little. And then when I get the chance to eat, I just overeat the whole time. Um, that unnecessary bit of information was brought to you by me. Going back to the fact about a man versus a woman competition, what will happen? Who do you got? Craig has this nogi style that's very heel hooky, very new. Has been training with the Danaher Death Squad, which is an amazing team. Although I hate every single person that is on it, for reasons. But they have phenomenal jiu-jitsu. I can't put that away. But Gabi isn't dumb. It's like not. It's like not. She's not seeing the type of training that he's doing. She's not seeing like she comes from a more traditional, yes, but you see what kind of techniques they're doing, how they fight, how they do it. So she's studying that and to fight him. And yeah, with the leg lock game will take over and stuff like that. And even so, he has the bigger strength, and Craig will be the stronger man in this case. He has a different body type, the structure and everything like that makes him more powerful. And I'm like, hold on, hold on. That might be true in any other sport, but with jiu-jitsu coming in and with her being heavier than he is, I think that gap got there is a gap, but that gap got smaller and smaller and smaller. And because of her experience, because of his experience, it'll be super fun to see. I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Above all things, I'm super excited to see it. These are the matchups that you want to see. Like this is the reason. This is the whole thing that UFC became so famous, and all the other stuff. We want to see freak matchups. We want to see different things. We don't want to see two equal persons fight each other. Of course, I do want to see two equal persons fight each other, but I want to see a giant fight somebody small and a midget, or otherwise around something freakishly like somebody that is huge against somebody that is very small, like Mikey Muzimesh when he fought Seyfud, and it was amazing. I mean, that's the whole reason we want to do this, and entertainment wise, want to see this sport, and also on the point of view of a sport that is, let's test the limitations of our sport, let's test what we can do with this. Is technique indeed superior to everything else? This is what we're made of. Wait for out because of what is going to happen with both of them, and that they're going to fight each other because of the differences. I keep hitting this thing because I'm an idiot. Don't hope it doesn't make too bad a noise, and if it does, one of the things I do like about this whole thing is questions came up. Certain specific questions like should you train with women, and should you be sparring with women, and should it be overall, should it be a thing? Should a man woman intersex kind of championship exist? And I'd say no. This is a case where two professional athletes are going to fight each other. It's very different if you make it open on a level that is like, if you go to a tournament and you see white belts fight each other. Yeah, you can see kids doing it, but we both know that once hormones hit and testosterone hits, and it gives us a bit of an advantage. But should it be something that should exist at a professional, at a high professional level? No, no, because physically it'll be dangerous. I'd say. I'd say that physically it will be dangerous. Not saying that every single man or woman would go to the point of actually hurting and breaking somebody's arm or physically really hurting themselves. But the only thing you need is one idiot at a high level that just takes it too serious. And no, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be at all. That isn't even a good argument. It's just no. It's like men shouldn't fight women. That's it. That's my whole idea, and I'm not gonna go around it. It's like no, you're physically way too strong for that. We it's bone density, it's muscle fiber, it's a bunch of stuff that no, just don't do it. It's just not cool. But in this case, it is really cool because it's a very specific and very special moment. So yeah, I'm very excited to see it. How about somebody also asked like in training with women? Should you train with women doing sparring and stuff like that? How should you do it? As if you were doing it with any other person respectfully. But take in mind that the game or the thing is when I train and I have this naturally because I'm very big. I'm I don't know how much in pounds. I'll say kilos because that's the normal measurement of things. I'm 120 kilos and I'm 193 centimeters. I naturally tend to fight slower and I naturally tend to fight more carefully, especially when I fight with smaller people at lower weight classes because I don't want to hurt anybody. It's a couple of fast moves and I might actually accidentally do something to somebody, and that makes me feel bad in the first place, and then in the second place, I might lose a partner. I don't want to. I want to do that. I want to keep training. That's the most important stuff. And if I get tapped and if I get hurt, that's okay. In sparring with women, I take a little bit more precaution. It's just that it needs to be done, and I don't, not too much, but I do pay attention into like how much strength I'm using and how much weight I am placing upon them. It's just a little bit more care. It doesn't change a lot, but I do care that like not grabbing a full head of hair. I mean, I do that by myself already, also because I've already had very long hair. I know how annoying it is if somebody grabs you behind your collar and there's like a fistful of hair right there. I mean, it's bad. And on the subject of that is me saying like physically like it should take care. Yeah, you should fight, especially train with everybody. It also gives you a new kind of challenge. It makes you, and women usually make me be more technical, and therefore I progress more technically if I have to put away all my advantages in strength and in strength and in size and in weight. What is left at the end of the day is me training purely based on technique. And then when it's purely based on technique, it becomes a really fun kind of role because it's purely technical. The other hand, there is also the fact about, like Firas Zahabi said, he doesn't train with women at all. And it's not only on the physical side of things, but it's also on the sexual side of things. You know, you're right there. It's a natural thing. You know, in, if you're not necessarily in the gym, but you're sitting next to a girl, she smells nice, she has a nice dress on, like your leg touches her, and there's something that happens there. If a hairy leg touches a smooth leg, there's magic that happens right there. You just feel something come up into you, and it's for me speaking for men strictly, and yeah, things get more interesting. Not the time and the place. If you're the kind of person that says like, I cannot do it, I cannot train with a woman because of my horniness, then you should figure yourself out. There is something wrong with you. You've been watching too much porn. You've been doing too much of bad, unhealthy things. If you can't train with a woman because of these reasons, or you keep that a secret, or you have that inside of you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're wrong, and it's not something. Oh, if you go like, oh, but I can't control it, and something like that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're just not disciplined enough, and it happens to every single man. Of course, it does. Of course, it does. That thought shoots through your mind before you even can do anything about it. But it shouldn't impede you. The moment you step in and into the mat and you touch your partner's hand, be it a man or a woman, you're there fighting and you're there trying to better yourself and that person. If kind of feelings come up and everything like that, then suppress them. Suppress them. Learn to be disciplined. Learn to have control over your sexuality. It's very. I'm not saying it's easy. I mean, desire does flare up, but there's a time and a place. Control yourself, discipline yourself, and learn how to act properly. If there's a question about like a religious aspect to it or something like that, that's you and your religion. That's not something with you should bring to the mat if you can't do it, because you may not. You're somehow, the religious aspects impedes you from doing such a thing. Then that's okay too. I'd say the fact of you being like, I can't because I can't keep my thoughts pure, that is something that you have to work on as a man. I mean, that's just good advice, I guess. Just control. The other aspect of it would be, other than physical and physical attraction wise, is that there is always the possibility. Well, this is mostly what I think like Firas and some other people have the problem with, and that is like, you're training with a woman, you're eventually gonna grab ass. Not on a bad way, but a lot of techniques just involve grabbing the pants or grabbing the collar. So you're gonna brush up against a butt or a boob, and yeah, that can happen, and that may be or can be construed in a bad way. But I do not believe that unless you do it purposefully and in a way that has intent to it, that's gonna ever bring you any problem. It's a hot topic. I mean, why would you put yourself in a situation where you're suddenly part of the Me Too movement and you're the one that people are moving against? I'd say don't worry about that. I myself don't worry about it. I know that, like, if you're a high class gym leader and something like that, and you might be accused of such a thing, and you might be innocent, but there's also a very big possibility that you might be guilty. But then that's another part of thing, and that shouldn't in any way impede you from having any kind of training or any kind of sparring with women. Fantastic. Some of the best lessons I've had were fighting girls. It just makes the whole thing more technical. Love it. What else? What else is there to think? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see what Greg and Gabi is gonna put down for us, entertainment wise and technically wise. There's a lot I'm gonna be able to learn right now, and I hope you guys take my advice to heart. Don't take it too seriously. Don't think too much about it. Don't dwell about them out too much about it. Just have fun training with each other, and everybody is equally worth loving, and everybody is equally worth respecting, and everybody deserves to be, from human to human, for you as a person to be loved, to be respected, to be treated as equal. Absolutely. Everybody is. And that is, I think, what I had to say about that. And if you guys have any more questions, I'm loving them. Just send me as many as you can, and I'll try to get through as many as I want to. No, as many as I can. And every single question is heard, is sought after, is looked at. And I'm excited. I'm excited what's coming up. I'm like on this side of the screen. I have like there's some good stuff coming up. There's Wagner versus Gordon. I got Wagner because I hate Gordon. There's Maki Musameshi is coming back to Nogi and he's doing some crazy training. And yeah, MMA wise too. Come on, this whole thing is blowing up. It's amazing to me that we're in the middle of a pandemic and there's so many competitions coming out. It's like nobody even cares that there's a pandemic. I sure don't. I do. Come on, I do. I have to take care of the older people. I mean, it's hard, and I hope you guys out there are staying safe. I hope that you are hypothetically training, but not training. I hope you're keeping yourself just safe if you do train. I hope you're keeping others safe. That's the most important thing. If you decide that this is not interesting for you or that the pandemic doesn't involve you, it doesn't suit you, that's perfectly fine. That's okay. But do it for other people. Be safe, be rational, be kind, be loving to others, and not only in any way think about yourself and what you're going through, because what you're going through is bad. I believe it. But if you are training and you are being able to, so be safe, be clean, and have fun out there, guys. I don't know how to ever shut these things off. I don't know. I don't want to stop it. I don't want to stop conversations. That's why I'm bad at saying goodbye. I'm horrible at saying goodbye. So everybody out there, to all the grapplers and all the fighters, be good people. Be nice to each other. Love each other. Enjoy all this organized violence that we are able to see. Enjoy as much of it, enjoy it technically, and rise up to the occasion every single time to be a better fighter, a better martial artist, a better person, because Gotham needs you. I love that phrase. I'm gonna use that every single day now. Gotham needs you. Gotham needs you. Gotham needs you. Gotham needs you. If you think what I said is bullcrap or is not just or is not right, I don't care. But do send me a message about it and let's discuss these things. I love it. So guys, I'm gonna do some breakdowns in the future too, but that's another video. So see you guys. Gotham needs you. Gotham needs you. Gotham needs you.